Transportation. From the 16th century, able-bodied convicts might find themselves transported, sent to work hard labour in the American colonies. Many of the Jacobite rebels captured in Stirling during their failed siege of the borough in 1746 ended their days in America, working in the fields or fighting against British forces during the War of Independence. From 1776, convicts were transported to a new colony in Australia. One such convict was Alan Murky, one of the radical weavers tried for treason at Stirling's toll booth in 1820. His crime? Protesting with his comrades against the Corn Law, which kept grain prices high for the benefit of merchants but let the poor unable to buy bread. Prior to transportation, he wrote a verse. Although our lives were ventured fair, to flee our friends from toil and care, the British troops we dint to dare and wished them all good morning. It's wi' 3 cheers we welcomed them upon the muir or bonny plain. 'Twas our right for them to gain, caused us to fight that morning. With pikes and guns we did engage, with lion's courage did we rage. For liberty, our slavery's badge caused us to fight that morning. But some of us did not stand true, which caused the troops them to pursue. And still it makes us here to rue that ere we fought that morning. But happy all have been since then, since ever that we left the green, although strong prisons we had seen since we fought that morning. We're all condemned for to die, and weel ye ken that's no a lie, or banished far across the sea for fighting on that morning. Mercy to us has now been shown from Royal George's noble crown. We're prepared, without a frown, to see South Wales some morning. The Workhouse. From 1672, every Scottish borough was required to maintain a house of correction, or workhouse, where those unable to work or provide for themselves might remain until liberated in due course of law. Those confined would be made to work, sewing sacks, picking oakum, painstakingly stripping fibres of tarred rope and cordage to provide packing or caulking for the joints of wooden sailing ships, or making cloth on hand looms. Profits from their labours paid for their food, lodging, and maintenance of the workhouse itself. From the 18th century, vagrants, debtors, and those guilty of minor public order offences might also be detained here. The location of the original workhouse is unknown. Various derelict buildings appear to have been used over the years. The 16th century townhouse of the Earl of Mar, Mar's Lodging, served as Stirling's House of Correction from 1730 until January 1746, but it was decimated by General Blakeney's cannons, defending Stirling Castle from attack by the Jacobite Prince Charles Edward Stuart, bonny Prince Charlie himself, who had foolishly chosen to position his own guns atop the workhouse roof. It's been known as Mar's Work ever since, and is still a ruin.